national level, the conventions are over and it's crunch time in the race for the White House. Both campaigns are hitting swing states this week.
The Harris-Walz campaign has winning Georgia on their minds. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump, he faces some new legal issues. NBC's Bree Jackson tells us more from the White House.
Fresh off the convention and back on the campaign trail, Tim Walz delivering remarks to the International Association of Firefighters, one of the nation's largest labor unions.
And we know that when unions are strong, America's strong.
Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate are setting their sights on Georgia this week, kicking off a bus tour aimed at reaching voters in rural parts of the state.
The road to the White House goes through Georgia.
Senator J.D. Vance is also hitting battleground states, including Michigan.
Michigan is leading the great American comeback, and Michigan is going to elect Donald J. Trump, the next president of the United States.
Former President Trump is facing a renewed legal battle over his efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Special counsel Jack Smith's office says this superseding indictment reflects the efforts to respect and implement the Supreme Court's holding. While original charges remain, some of the alleged acts Supreme Court justices ruled off limits and immune from prosecution were removed. Meanwhile, Vice President Harris is seeking to silence her critics when her and Walz have their first joint interview Thursday, something Republicans had called on her to do sooner.
Whether or not it will quiet the criticism, I think, will remains to be seen how this interview unfolds.
This is a very important interview leading into the first presidential debate.
2 weeks to go until the first Harris-Trump debate and less than 70 days until Election Day. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.